Hi there, I hope everyone's well and having a nice evening. Great to be back online. Right, so what we've got this evening is what I'm going to talk about is what particular type of sensitive you are, how to recognise who you are, and what to do with it, basically, as in what are going to be some of your key experiences as a sensitive. But first of all, before I even start as far as that's concerned, uh, what I need to explain first is the definition as to what a sensitive is, in order for you to have a clear idea as to what that means. I'm sure many of you already have a clear idea as to what that means, but some of you, from the messages I've had, are a little bit unclear as to exactly what that means. So what I'm going to do is going to run through those things now. So, excuse me, hair's in the way. What is a sensitive? A sensitive is somebody who is born with an extra sensitive nervous system. It is estimated that up to about 20% of the population have a sensitive nervous system. What that means is that you are, well, for starters, what it means is that you are naturally more intuitive than the average person, simply because your nervous system is more alert, for instance, than most parts of the population. This is not something that is a thing that's wrong with you. Far from it. It's actually, as far as the whole is concerned, the sensitive abilities are the protector type abilities. So, to give you as an example, within herds of animals, there is a percentage who are more in tune with what's going on than the rest of the herd. So that particular percentage will notice when there's some kind of change in things, in the feel of things, or they will notice that something is a predator, for instance, is present before the rest will notice. So therefore, they are in a position to alert the others to move quite quickly, whereas perhaps they hadn't picked that up before, as in the majority of the herd. So, for instance, that 20% of animals will notice that there's a lion, for instance, in the bushes faster than anybody else. What they will then do is respond, and the others will either follow or hang around a bit, and the ones that tend to hang around a bit are the ones that get caught out. So in life, how that works is you will find, as a sensitive, you are somebody who notices things before everybody else does. So you may draw their attention to it. You may kind of say, "Well, come on, quickly! We've got to move. We've got to move on from the predator, so to speak." And you might come across a few hostile responses or no response at all, and you think, "Well, what's going on? You know, surely it's obvious that we need to move, we need to change something, we need to kind of, can't you recognise it?" And you think, "Oh, am I odd or something? Is this me being odd?" You'll also have no thanks for it, because quite often people don't like change, and they don't like to have to move or to adjust something. So they'd rather not take any notice of you as the early warning system. So for you as a sensitive, sometimes parts of life can be a little bit isolating, can be a little bit lonely, especially if you're around a lot of people who aren't. Okay, so some of the signs, particularly to look out for, and this is very indicative of you as an intuitive, it's also you as a healer type of person, because sensitives carry the healer vibration. I'm sure you perhaps heard of the expression an empath, or someone who has a very strong empathetic nature.